guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amani. If you're not new here, welcome back. Hey bestie. So this video is a highly requested video. Actually, I go to the University of North Texas and I am currently a sophomore, and so many people have so many questions, so I made a question and answer box on my Instagram story and told you guys to ask me whatever question you wanted and I would answer them in this video. So this is what we're doing, so we might as well just hop into the first question, and that is, what are my majors? I am a psychology and criminal justice major. I also minor in sociology, so it's a mouthful, but that is my degree plan. The second question is, are there any other organizations and or sorority that you would like to join? At the moment, I'm pretty set on what I'm in already. I'm in her campus. I'm a part of a group called Active Minds, and I'm a part of something else. No, I do want to be involved in one more thing. I want to be more involved in BSU. I think I applied and I got in, but I didn't put much thought or effort into actually going to anything. So I definitely know that next semester or next time that applications open, then I'm going to apply again, because I feel like that's something that I want to do. Is UNT diverse? I get this question quite often, and if you go under even my dorm tour and my regular videos of a college day in my life, everybody always asks, and I believe that UNT is pretty diverse. I see everybody from different kind of backgrounds, different ethnicities. You see everyone, so I definitely think UNT is diverse. It's in a conservative town, so it's kind of weird because the school is so liberal, but I definitely think it's diverse. Are you planning on living on campus in the fall? That is yet to be determined. As you guys all know, we're going through a pandemic, and I lived on campus for my freshman year, and I lived on campus for the beginning of this year, my sophomore year, and it was fun and great, but it was just better to stay home because we would have to do all these crazy COVID precautions, and I'd rather just be at home because I would be doing the same thing that I'm doing here. But as we all know, Texas has opened up 100%, and I know that UNT will be doing in-person classes next semester. It really depends. I do want to live on campus because I want to see my friends, but I just don't know. It's really just gonna come down to when the application opens and if I still apply, because you have to pay for it. So I really don't know at the moment. I'll give you guys an update via Instagram story or something when I do choose. If you had to do it over, would you choose UNT? Why or why not? I have a half and half question for that. Answer for that. If you would have asked me this last year in the beginning, I would have said no, because I did not have a good time. I was really lonely, and I just hated being there. But now that I have the friends that I have and I'm part of the orgs that I am, I would definitely do this all over again. I know I would do different things, but I would definitely pick UNT. I have a great time there. I'm getting my education. Is it pricey? Yes, but it is what it is. I'm paying to get my degree. So that's definitely, I would say yes. What dorm did you live in and would you recommend it? Okay, so for my freshman year, I lived in Honors Hall. Honors Hall is the quietest, cleanest dorm I've ever been in, even though it was my freshman year. I loved it there. I met a couple people there. It was very, very, very chill, very, very zen. I would definitely live there again if I could, but I'm not in the honors college. I think I only got into it because there were so many freshmen my freshman year, and they just had to find spots to put us, because you're required to live on campus for your first year of college, at least at UNT. I know for some other schools it's 2 years, but for us it's only your freshman year. So that's where I lived. I lived in Honors Hall. I have a dorm tour for that if you want to see that. And then this year, my sophomore year, I lived in Legends, and I do and do not recommend. Both of these dorms, by the way, are upperclassmen dorms, and I wasn't even supposed to be in honors, but I was supposed to be in Legends because I'm a sophomore. Legends, it was a wild ride. When I first got there, we had so many issues. There was bugs, and the bugs just keep coming back. Just kept coming back. My bed was too high and it wouldn't go down. There was so many issues, and I was just like, I don't even want to live on campus anymore. But as time went on, I moved to a different section of that same dorm, and everything was resolved. It's really nice. It's kind of far from everything, but it is what it is. It's like specifically for upperclassmen, so there won't be any like foolish freshman issues. I mean, unless those people are still childish. But for me, it was really quiet. The only concern was the bugs. And for me, at least, when I moved, that issue was resolved. So I would definitely recommend honors. And for legends, I would definitely say, like, what's the saying? Like, take it with a grain of salt. Like, don't be too hype about it. What's funny? Is going to college worth the blood, sweat, and tears? For me, I personally think so. I have learned so much. I've met wonderful, wonderful people. I'm part of an amazing org. I have a good time overall, and I'm getting my degree, and I'm like on the path to doing something that I really, really, really want to do. And I definitely think that college is worth it. Because, with everything, you have to go through the trials and tribulations to get to the desired result. And I just think that college is worth it. And I'm not even trying to talk bad about anybody that didn't go to college, because, like, everybody has different career paths. And I'm no one to judge. Like, I almost didn't go to college. Like, it is what it is. But I definitely think college is worth the time. My top 3 favorite experiences while at UNT. Okay, so these definitely start my spring semester right before COVID hit. There was a silent disco party, and I don't know why it was so much fun. Like, I mean, I was with my friends, but something about that night was just a good time. I'm not gonna get too much into it. We weren't doing anything illegal, but I hung out with my friends, and that was top tier. My other one would have to be, it was our first pink table talk at her campus. That's where I met one of my friends, Erica, and we clicked automatically. Like, me and her, she's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And I just knew we were going to be friends just from that pink table talk. Like, we talked about so many controversial topics, and I just remember being like, we are really, like, us as like people, us as a student body, we are not the same. And hearing those conversations really made it clear that I was raised differently and everybody was raised differently from me, kind of thing. So that's number 2. And then 3, it's not only like one singular, but last semester, my fall semester, I hung out with Grace, which is a friend that you guys have seen if you watched my other videos. We hung out every single day. Like, we were attached at the hip, and we never had a bad time. Like, we went to Walmart, we went to Target, Trader Joe's. We would sit in the Union for hours. Like, I had a good time. Even though COVID was up and rampant, we were still having a good time. My favorite memory, I don't have one specific one. Well, no, okay, yes I do. Some friends and we went to a party, and I just remember, like, it was my first like college party, and it was a blast. It was something worth going to. So that's definitely my favorite memory. I don't want to get too much into it, but all I'm gonna say is these UNT kids know how to throw some, for real. Okay, so what's my best advice for incoming freshmen and high school seniors? Ooh, okay, one, y'all, college is fun, yes, but you also need to focus on your schoolwork. Like, you're going to school because you're paying for it. So, like, why wouldn't you go to class that you're paying $400 for? Like, I'm confused, and I know you're confused on why you're not going. Like, that's definitely something that needs to be the first thing on your mind. Like, you need to be doing your schoolwork. You need to be going to class. I would also say that college and high school are different. Well, at least for me it is. I know in high school it can be really, really cliquey, and you can think that, like, you run the school. I don't know. It's just like, I've noticed that a lot of people last year came into college thinking like it was going to be like high school, and it's not. because people just do not care. Like, they don't care about your opinions. They don't care about your feelings. So if you think you're going to sit up here and do this, that, and the third, you're not, because nobody's going to care if you do or do not. And that's another thing, is because nobody cares, do whatever you want. Like, if you want to wear heels to class, girl, go ahead. I mean, you might get a couple odd stares, but like, who's gonna do something about it? If you want to dye your hair purple and pink and have like green bangs, it is what it is. Like, you literally should do whatever you want, because like, nobody's stopping you. You're basically living on your own. You're like independent. I mean, the most you'll have is a roommate, but the roommate's not your mother, so you can do whatever you want. So that's my advice. What's one thing you didn't expect when you went to college? I didn't realize, this is my own personal experience, I know it's different for everybody else, but for me, I didn't expect to be alone so much last semester, not this semester, but last year. Because, you know, like, everybody's like on their own thing, on their own time. Like I said, you're independent. So you just do whatever you want whenever you want. And so, like, if homegirl and them already ate, like, you got to go find something to eat. Like, you can't just starve. So yeah, that's one thing I didn't expect. I expected, like, I don't know, High School Musical, the remix. I don't know. What's one thing you were looking forward to? I was definitely looking forward to meeting new people, because I love my friends that I have, but I also went to a private school. I went to a couple other schools before, but my private school was small, and I definitely wanted like a big group of friends. They always tell you, and by they, I'm talking about like adults, they're always like, these 4 years are gonna like make or break your life. Like, this is where you find your groomsmen and bridesmaids and stuff. And so I was definitely looking forward to that. I definitely found some. I love my friends. So yeah, that was like my main thing. And also because like, this is putting me on the path to doing what I want to do in the future. So I was really excited about that. What's something that everyone makes a big deal about college that is in reality isn't that much of a big deal? Drugs. I think when people think of college students, they think that like, we're just these raging, amped up, like, drug taking, alcoholic kids that have like no home training. And that's not the case. I know so many people, I'm not going to say names or anything or say specifically what they do, but I know a lot of people that are doing other things that I don't do and still getting the same results that I'm getting. I just feel like people have this, I don't know if stigma is the right word about it to use for this, but I feel like people have this thing that like all college students do is like drink until they almost die kind of thing. And it's just like, no, like, people just want to have fun. I also think it's the same with parties. Like, people think parties will change your life. Like, some people are like, their full-time job is like a party promoter, and like, shout out to them. I don't do that, but I think it's cool. But like, if you miss one party, it's not the end of the world. And I think that when you're going into college, everybody has this mindset that when you get there, like, you have to party until you cannot open your eyes. And that's not necessarily the case, because there's always going to be another party. So if you miss it that Friday, there's one either later that night, or there's one on Saturday, Sundays, there's ones on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Like, you're gonna be cool, you're gonna be fine. Now, will one party be more fun than the other? Definitely. But it's all about like what you can make time for. What is something about college that you find odd? Let's see. I definitely think in high school, I was doing the Nicki Minaj pose. I don't know. I definitely think when we were in high school, so many teachers and staff were telling us like, that's not gonna fly in high school. I mean, in college, that's not gonna fly. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, because if you do this, they're gonna kick you out, they're gonna put you on the street, da 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 da. Like, first of all, these college professors are like 30,000 times more cooler than high school teachers. Although I've had really good high school teachers, not even trying to shame nobody. I've had very fantastic teachers. But for the teachers that like do too much, I've had like wonderful professors that will be like, girl, you not feeling class either? Same. Email me the homework kind of thing instead of going to class. Or like, I had a test last semester actually, and it was like 50 questions, and the last 10 questions were asking us about like our favorite movie, if we had a favorite candy, if we could change the ending to a TV show that we watched, why would we do it and what would we change it to, kind of thing. Like, most professors are super chill, and then there's some professors that are just out to get you. Like, they're just sitting here and sitting in hatred, and those usually you can get out of those classes. I know in high school you really couldn't, but I do find it odd that teachers in high school made college seem like an alternative, like a different universe. I definitely find that was odd. Is it hard making friends at UNT? No, I think if you are open and out and like accepting of new friends, then you shouldn't have much of a problem. I feel like if you join, there's always like something going on. So even if you don't join a specific organization or sorority or fraternity, you'll be fine. You can find somebody else. I joined an organization because I did that over the summer, and I'm obsessed. Like, I'm stuttering, but I love my org. I love the girls in it. I love the friends that I've made. Yeah, I think you can make friends, because for me, I didn't think I was ever going to make any friends, but here I am, all kind of friendly. And y'all, like, if you ever want like a larger following on Instagram, all you have to do is look up like hashtag, and like for UNT it would be like UNT and then your year. So like for me, it's like hashtag UNT23, and that's how I met like a majority of the people that I know, because those are the people that you're in the same like grade with. But I think that was the last question. So if you guys enjoyed that or have any more questions, please let me know. Drop them down in the comments below, or you can DM me on Instagram or Twitter. I answer both. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.